Hey everyone, and welcome back to another spooky episode of Retro Wednesday, where today we're going to be taking a look at a game called Vampire Knight for the PlayStation 2. Now, this whole thing to set up took a very long time. It took about 40 minutes to get this set up so that, you know, the quality that you guys are seeing recording-wise or gameplay-wise is the best that it can be for, you know, the PS2. And I can actually use, you know, the lovely Light Gun, or GunCon 2. But without any further introduction, let's hop right into this. Alright, and here we are officially in Vampire Knight for the PS2. The first light gun game that we're going to be playing with my GunCon 2 that actually will be good. Because I think the last time we even covered any sort of light gun game on the channel, it was Duck Hunt? I believe it was Duck Hunt, and that whole process, if you go back and watch that video, which is a good 4 years old at this point, but yeah, we had like a TV set up a distance away, and then there was a bench, and then there was a bunch of extension cables running from the Nintendo to the TV, and, you know, for our controllers, which is just it was a mess, let's just put it that way. This way, it's a little more condensed. It's more of like octopus of things plugged into whatever, so my console's officially on life support to bring this video to you. Yeah, let's freaking do it. Light gun games, though, are like one of my favorite game genres. I do like myself a good light gun game, and it looks like the calibration of my light gun is not very good right now, seeing as we are just absolutely getting completely bested by the first little imp that we have here. Okay, so what's weird is it seems to be working just fine in the menu, but when it comes to actually, like, shooting the guy, there we go. Okay. Alright. I think we're okay. Possibly, maybe, not really. There we go. We'll just see. Yeah, it looks like it does not want to register half of the shots. Is that just because it's too bright? Is that the problem here? Sometimes if it's too bright, you know, light guns, they just don't want to work. So, I'm gonna go diagnose this, I guess, and then we'll come back again. Okay, now that we got the light gun all recalibrated, hopefully everything should work here. I'm really hoping, because this is like such a cool game, and I really want to show off not only this, but more light gun games in the future. And, you know, whether it be this gun being 20 years old or my CRT being 20 years old, so everything just being old, it's like, it's to a point where these things just stop working. And that really sucks, because there's a lot of fun light gun games, not only that were ported to like the home console market, but also ones that were in arcades that are practically going to be lost to time as soon as the CRTs are gone. And there will be a point in time where there just are there's just no way to play them, because, you know, there's no CRTs left. Now, I do know that there are companies that are working to try to make like light guns for modern televisions. And from my understanding, they're also very expensive, but like they seem to work well. And it's just like I like light gun games, but I don't think investing like $1,000 on a light gun is really kind of worth it, in my opinion, because like my favorite arcade game is Ghost Squad, but again, that was something that had a Wii port, which we covered previously, so I would just play the Wii port and then not even mess around with like the light gun games. But you know, as soon as it comes down in price or something like that, it would be really cool to own one of those to play some of the, you know, arcade classics at home. But until that happens, pretty much the only affordable way to play games like this is to track down the old home console ports of the games that you may want to play, and then get a light gun and get a CRT television and hope that everything works. Like, it seems to be working okay now. I don't know why it was having much of an issue earlier, but it seems to be somewhat alright at this point. But let's talk a little bit about the game, shall we? So, okay, now my gun just does not work at all. Okay, wonderful. That's great. That's cool. But yeah, to talk a little bit about the game, pretty much, this is like just a super campy sort of like vampire hunting game. It feels a little bit like Castlevania, but not Castlevania, if that makes sense. All right, I don't even know. Okay, there we go. We finally made it through that. Now, see, I don't know what the hell's going on. Like, it was perfectly fine in that beginning section. Well, not perfectly fine. It was a little flub-uppy, just a bit. But, you know, I mean, it worked. And then we switched scenes, and then it pretty much just didn't work at all, which is dumb because I pretty much have done everything that I possibly can. All the lights are off in my room. Any ambient light is off in the room. Like, you can tell I physically got darker. I cleaned the lens. I've increased the brightness and the contrast on the CRT television, and still it is having issues, which is just a shame because, like, the Light Gun 2 or the GunCon 2 is such a technical marvel. Like, it is so cool. Because where most light guns like the NES Zapper and like the Bazooka and whatnot had like either a sensor or just used the TV, they weren't the most accurate things in the world. But when this thing came out, it was touted to be one of the most accurate at-home light guns known to man, because what it did is you could plug this gun into the video output of your like video like of your console, and then that goes into the TV. So it's using the synchronization from the television along with, you know, the traditional light gun technology to make this thing super accurate. And what's funny is, like, I can't even demo that because anytime I go to aim, it's just like flying off the side of the screen. Like, oh, okay, this seems to be working okay. I don't know what was going on with the other thing, but yeah, like it's super cool. Just the sort of technology that Namco was able to develop for the home market to make light gun games really feel like you were playing, you know, one in the arcade. Now you could, oh, well, she got taken. So yeah, I don't know. This thing's seemingly a hit or a miss. It's probably because the technology is super freaking old, but you know, it's still, it's a neat thing. It's a really neat device, and I would love to do more stuff with the GunCon. It's just like, you know, it's a pain in the ass to get this thing set up to record with and it actually be of good quality. Oh, I managed to save that guy. Awesome. So that's kind of what you were supposed to do in that other thing, is you were supposed to be able to, you know, shoot those boils off of the guys and then they would become saved. However, because my gun literally did not work, I could not do that. But because of the way that the light gun or the GunCon 2 functions, and its high precision or it being sunk into the video out, that's how you can get such high precision like sniping moments such as that. And apparently stuff like this is just not good. Not good things right here. Oh god, okay, we game over. But yeah, the GunCon 2, as you can see, it's a super accurate light gun. Like this whole game I was firing from the hip because, you know, it'd be kind of dumb if I was doing this the whole time, you know? And like when it worked, it felt good, but sometimes the tracking was very clearly off, and most likely that's some problem with my setup and the 10,000 things I have hooked up in order to get this to freaking work. But yeah, I would say that Vampire Knight, it's a fun game. It's really campy. It's really quite entertaining. If you've never seen it, I'd advise like looking up, I guess, a long play of it so you could see a little more of the gameplay than what I was able to show here. I would try doing this again, but I am quite fed up with just this whole process because it took an hour to set this up and the thing just barely works. So I will definitely have to take a look at this in case we're gonna do any of this in the future. Maybe get a better CRT because the one I'm playing on right now is extremely small. It's like maybe 12 inches. So yeah, maybe get a larger one. That might improve the odds, but I don't know. If you have any ideas, go ahead and tell me down below in the comments, and I'll definitely try them out. But for now, that's just about all the time we have for Vampire Knight, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, remember to drop a like and make that subscribe button glow so that you don't miss any future content. And if you have any suggestions for games you want us to take a look at, be sure to leave it down in the comments or pitch at our official Discord server, link down below in case you're interested in stopping by. And with that, I'll see you in the next one.